Welcome to another episode of HDFC Life presents Life Sessions Partnered by ET Now, a series of discussions to generate awareness on life insurance. So far on Life Sessions, we've covered how life insurance can help individuals protect the future of their loved ones, ensure that their children's dreams are realized, and also plan their retirement. And today, we're going one step further to look at various other segments that can benefit greatly from life insurance. Indeed, life insurance is a critical financial tool that should be considered by everyone, regardless of their age, gender, and occupation. Therefore, we bring you Mission L.I.F E, an awareness initiative which promotes life insurance for everyone. In fact, our team went out and spoke to the public to understand how life insurance is perceived within different segments of our society. Let's hear what they said.
Are you employed or do you have your own business?
I'm employed.
मेरा खुद का बिजनेस है.
I'm working.
मेरा सर खुद का पर्सनल बिजनेस है.
Business.
हम जॉब करते हैं प्राइवेट सेक्टर में.
I'm in a job.
And have you made any financial investments for the future?
FDs, PPF and my employer's PF.
Mutual fund SIPs and stocks.
I have done a fixed deposit and I have a PPF account.
लाइफ इंश्योरेंस म्यूचुअल फंड्स लिए हुए हैं अपने लिए भी और परिवार के लिए भी.
PPF and something in property, but to be honest, my husband looks after all my financial decisions.
What about life insurance?
No, not yet.
I have that life insurance.
What made you take that decision? What was the thought process?
Security purpose for my kids' future. I really want to send him to abroad for the higher education and everything.
My husband has.
You don't have your life insurance?
Not individually. I think his life insurance is enough for both of us.
And does your husband have life insurance?
Yes, he does.
And how do you think a life insurance product can help you?
It helps us fulfilling the dreams of the people which are dear to us.
Do you think women need life insurance as much as men do?
Of course.
Yes, definitely, because we are in an environment where I think men and women both are working hard equally.
I think it is not gender biased. Everyone should have life insurance.
क्या आपने life insurance लिया हुआ है?
लिया हुआ है. Yes, I have a life insurance.
नहीं, वो मैंने नहीं लिया है.
No.
इस लाइफ इंश्योरेंस को लेने के पीछे आपका क्या नजरिया, क्या सोच रही?
इससे फैमिली के ऊपर कल कोई हमें कोई इमरजेंसी पड़ती है कि फैमिली के ऊपर बोझ नहीं पड़ता.
मुझे कुछ मिसहैपनिंग हो जाती है तो वो मेरे जो भी फैमिली मेम्बर्स हैं उनके काम आएगा.
और क्या आप ऐसी लाइफ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज के बारे में जानते हैं जो ना सिर्फ आपकी फैमिली को बल्कि आपके बिजनेस को भी सिक्योर कर सकती हैं?
जानता हूँ उसके बारे में भी. मैंने बिजनेस साथ में अपने साथ साथ पर्सनल और साथ में अपना बिजनेस लोन को भी अप्रूव करवाया उसमें.
इस तरह के प्लान्स के बारे में सुना हुआ है, बट जो मेरी पॉलिसी है वो उसको कवर नहीं करती.
नहीं, ऐसे अभी तक कोई नहीं जानता. अगर है तो आप बहुत अच्छा होगा वो तो.
और क्या फ्यूचर में आप ऐसी किसी पॉलिसी में इन्वेस्ट करने का सोच सकते हैं?
हाँ, जिस तरह से सिनेरियो चेंज हुआ है डेफिनेटली इसके ऊपर सोचा जा सकता है.
Have you also invested in market-linked products like mutual funds or stocks?
नहीं, never thought about it.
I find it a bit complicated and I don't have any good knowledge about it, so I find it a bit risky that I might lose some money.
Just I think that it's too risky. Market linked products होते हैं, मैं सिर्फ उन्हीं में करता हूँ.
And are you aware that there are certain life insurance products that give you market-linked returns?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं मालूम.
और क्या आप ऐसे प्रोडक्ट में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहेंगे?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं? अगर ऐसा कुछ है तो क्यों नहीं?
If the plans are good, I would like to invest.
Are you aware that there are life insurance products that give you guaranteed returns?
No, not much idea there. No.
Guaranteed returns. Never heard of them.
No, I don't have any knowledge about it.
Would you like to invest in such a plan?
Sure, why not?
Thank you, Fahad. Those are some really interesting perspectives coming in. In fact, on that note, let's bring in our guests for today's discussion. Joining me today is Mr. Amit Dassi, Vice President, Retail Head, StockHolding Corporation of India Limited, and Mr. Vikram Vaswani, Head Key Alliances, HDFC Life. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out for our viewers today. Amit, if I could start off with you, we've already established in various of our previous episodes as to how critical it is to have life insurance, right? And how it can really benefit not just for your life insurance per se, but for other requirements such as saving for your children's future. But the one thing that I want to understand here is that why is it that life insurance penetration is still so low? And why is it that it's still considered to be such a complicated subject?
First of all, thanks for having me on the show, and greetings to all your viewers. I will share some important empirical data with you. In India, 80% of the Indians believe that life insurance is an important financial instrument and very important financial instrument. But only 3% of the Indian population is insured. And out of that 3% population, only 8% are adequately insured. That means if we translate it to numbers, out of every 1 lakh Indians, you have only 240 who are adequately insured.
And us being the largest population in the
being
world
the largest
now.
population.
Yeah.
So there's a huge gap, and deeper penetrations are definitely required. Now, insurance as a product per se, it has no issues because it is highly diversified and it caters to all the segments, all the classes, and there is a combination of different product mixes which can suit all lifestyles and depending upon the one's profile, depending upon his age, his income profile. So those product mixes are there, but definitely we see that levels of penetration are not that high. Now, what I feel is very critical is the awareness about the insurance, how people are aware or informed about the insurance. I think somehow we need to work towards that and strive in bridging that gap of creating awareness. Now, let us take an example. There are a lot of issues, especially when we talk of the financial products. People may be investing in other financial products, but when it comes to insurance, there is a lot of reluctance and hesitation, and it is only because there is not much awareness. In case of an uncertainty, it also helps and immunes you from the risk associated with the longevity, also the risk associated with the morbidity or mortality. Now, a classic example is COVID scenario. Unfortunately, COVID was an eye opener, and it created a lot of awareness about importance of insurance, and after that we are seeing some traction coming back to this insurance segment. And our approach as a corporation always been to empower our customers, to make them financially totally independent, to have secured future, and above to insulate them from the uncertainties of life, which is a harsh reality, so that their near and dear ones, kiths and keens don't suffer in case of any such eventuality in the life.
You know, Vikram, not just life per se and one's individual personal needs, but purely as a business perspective as well. For instance, many individual business owners believe that insurance products are very partial to those who are salaried employees. Is it really true? While there are definitely a lot of benefits to the salaried employees, but I think it's important to know and to tell our viewers as well that it's as important to have insurance products to secure your own businesses if you are a businessman, small or big.
Let me start with saying that this very campaign that we embarked on, which is life insurance for everyone, that kind of encapsulates that insurance is actually a requirement for every individual. Okay, so what Amit spoke about, how it's helped, the 3 risks of dying early, living too long, and saving for your goals. So besides that, and that is like you said, it's purely from an individual perspective. Yes, there are some tax shops which were there earlier. Now we have 2 tax regimes, and one can choose. But insurance, even for businessmen, is very, very appropriate product, very critical. Now, what do businessmen really? What are the needs? Their needs are they want to protect and expand their business. That's one. They want to ensure that they have working capital, liquidity at all point of time, right? They also want to ensure that at any point of time, the insurance, how is it taking care of the various requirements? And there are some of the products that we have on the business insurance solutions that we provide. Just to illustrate a few, there's a one called Married Women Property Act. Now, what this does is it helps you create a trust in the favor of a married person, can create a trust in the favor of the wife and the children. So what happens effectively is this money is kind of earmarked to them. So none of the your creditors can also you can protect your personal wealth. The creditors cannot attach this money. So that's one. The other thing that is also very relative, from a partnership perspective, is partnership insurance. What partnership insurance does is the money comes in if one of the partners, is no longer there, unfortunately. The money comes in, and the other partners can use those funds to buy the share of the deceased partner. Then there are insurances that people buy under HOF. That helps you save your tax and plan for your family well. Your members of the family are part of the HOF. So it's a very good tax efficient way. And the other one is also Keyman. One of the priorities of every organization, whether it's an entrepreneur or a privately held company, is to retain talent and also to ensure that the key talent remains with them And if something were to happen to the key talent, how is it that you can really, without any disruption, come out of it strongly, right? And that is where key man insurance comes in. So these are some of the relevant solutions for people who are on the business side. And like I said, everybody needs to be protected. Like Amit said, we have a huge underinsurance, both in terms of penetration as well as density. And I think some of these solutions even are very, very apt for business people. So I would really urge our consumers to understand these concepts well.
Amit, so we've addressed the individual insurer, we've understood what individual businesses can do, but there is one sect of investors also who are equity investors. They're the ones who always take the calculated bets, they always understand profits and losses much better. Are there any market-linked insurance products for these people?
We have to see it in the general context that India is in the brightest spot vis-a-vis when it comes to equities, capital market returns. And insurance has a product which is called ULIPs, which are market linked. And they provide you a combination of both insurance as well as what are the expected returns from the capital market. Now, if we see historically, any person who stays in the capital market maybe for a period of 5 to 10 years, minimum 5 years, we have seen on an average he gets returns of CAGR in the rate of 10 to 12 to 15%. This is the normal, this is the empirical. Now, this ULIP is a very unique product in terms of providing protection. At the same time, it gives an opportunity to invest in the capital market and plan your future. Although the primary basic underlying of the insurance to provide the protection, but along with the protection, especially for those investors who see the returns from the capital market, this product of ULIP is definitely customized and it is highly flexible. Not only that thing, one can choose between equity or debt funds in the ULIP. He can switch over also, and there are also possibilities of only partial withdrawals also. Plus, when we see the tax efficiency, I think vis-a-vis other traditional fixed deposits and investment in other bonds, this is more tax efficient. Not only tax efficient, also you get benefits under 80cc also. So as far as those investors who want protection at the same time and want some exponential returns in terms of an benefits of and derive the benefits of the capital market, I think ULIP is one of the best products.
Vikram, just as there's this class of investors who are the risk savvy, racy and pacey investors, there's also the risk averse investors.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose their money at all. Is there any product that insurance can help them with?
Yeah, definitely. So yes, we cater to all kind of customers, and we believe in a country like India, people don't want to take too many risks. Not everybody is comfortable with market linked returns, and we have a lot of products on the guaranteed returns side. Okay, and these are specially designed so that it's very easy for the customer to understand what is he investing and what is he going to get about. So the returns are guaranteed. He exactly knows what he's paying, what he's going to get back, and also it gives a lot of certainty to his investment. It's stability, certainty to the investment. Now I'll just give you 2-3 examples of guaranteed plans that we have. One is a guaranteed savings plan, where what happens is you pay your premiums for a defined term, okay, and then you get your money, which is completely guaranteed at maturity. We also have a variant of the product where you can start getting cash flows after you have finished paying your premium. You take a break of 1 or 2 years and you start getting cash flows which are guaranteed, and they can be defined for the next 15, 20, 30 years as per your requirements. There's obviously an inherent need of retirement planning. All of us with life expectancy going up, if you were to retire at the age of 58, 60, we know you have another 15, 20 years of life, and we need to plan for it. So we have annuity plans which are also on the guaranteed side. So obviously one is, if you're starting a bit late and if you have a lump sum corpus, you can buy an immediate annuity, which gives you an income stream, guaranteed income stream for your entire life, for your spouse as well, and then obviously the corpus is given back to your nominee. Or you can build the corpus as you go along. So suppose there's a guy age 30, 35 and he wants to build a corpus for the next 20, 25 years, we have guaranteed plans on the accumulation side as well. The other thing that we have for all investors, it's about endowment plans. Now what's the big difference between insurance and some of the other financial products? If I have to invest in any other product, it's whatever I'm investing, that is the corpus I'm building. What you do with insurance is you create an estate on day one. So the moment I bought the plan and I've taken a, say, a 50 lakh sum assured or 1 crore sum assured, that 1 crore estate is built on day one, right? If anything were to happen to me, that 1 crore is guaranteed to my nominee, and even that 1 crore is guaranteed to me on maturity. Plus whatever, bonuses keep coming in, those also become guaranteed. So these are the kind of plans which kind of cater to people who are not very savvy, they don't want to take risks, and they want something which is more certain and guaranteed.
Amit, there's one thing, which I would personally want you to address to, all the viewers over here today. Because largely in India, what you see is that the man of the house is the bigger contributor to the household income. Women often feel that if the man is insured, why do I need insurance? Please help us, break that myth.
If we see out of the total policyholders, 33% policyholders are women. So there is definitely a gender disparity. And there is a myth which we need to demystify, that it is only the blood earner or the male member who has to be insured adequately. Now, I'll give you classic examples. We have double income couples whereby husband and wife both are earning, but normally in this case also, while seen, only husband will be adequately insured, or he will have a good insurance amount. But most of their future plans are based on the cash flows, which are the joint cash flows. Suppose the husband is working, wife is working, and both of them are planning retirement planning, or for their children, or for the future of their children, or for education of their children, or for retirement also. So all the inflows are based on the joint and combined income. Now, God forbid, in case of any uncertainty, then those plans get derailed. That's point number one. Point number two, what is important, especially for working women who are having dependent siblings or who are having dependent parents even after marriage. So they should look into that aspect also, that God forbid, in case of any individual who is going to take care of the needs of their parents or dependent siblings. So for them, this insurance, especially term policies at least, can be given adequate cover and risk. Second important thing is, lot of women, especially who run small boutiques or have micro units or are running different institutes. So the whole family is dependent on them. But the concept of insurance has not gone there.
And Vikram, just to take that point forward from what Amit was saying, the kind of penetration, and I'm sure you will be able to throw light on the numbers, the kind of penetration that you have in tier 1 cities is starkly different from 2 to 3. What can be done to make the tier 2 and tier 3 cities or population there more aware about the need and importance of insurance?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail. Historically, all insurance companies were focused in bigger markets. Yeah. Obviously there was this effort of going to tier 2 and tier 3 cities. But even if you look at today, the kind of insurance penetration we have in the larger cities, the larger 8-9 cities, is almost double of what we have, in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. And I think typically the tier 2, tier 3 markets, the awareness is going up slowly and surely with, all the internet penetration, etc. And typically these people also have certain preferences, in the way they look at things. They want to. Now, what are the typical dreams and aspirations of a guy in tier 2, tier 3? He wants to buy a bigger house, a bigger car. He wants to ensure he's saving, for an emergency. He has health emergency. He has enough savings for it. And insurance helps them address some of these needs. Whether you want to save for your child's marriage, which is a goal-based saving, or you want to plan for your retirement, or you want to protect yourself and your family. I think life insurance products cuts across, and I think that awareness, like Amit said, COVID has kind of surfaced that awareness, and the acceptance is of a different order today. People want to buy insurance, people want to understand. And these tools can really use to create a lot of awareness and helping the customer buy some of these insurance products. So I think there is focus. I think all companies and government also wants, insurance for all by 2047. I think there are efforts, to focus on some of these tier 2, tier 3 cities, and I'm sure it will bear fruit, in days to come.
Yeah, absolutely. On that positive note, Amit, Vikram, both of you, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that concludes our conversation for today. Mr. Dassi, Mr. Vaswani, thank you both of you for speaking with us today. I'm sure that our viewers across segments will hugely benefit from your invaluable insights. In conclusion, life insurance is a valuable asset that benefits everyone, regardless of their gender, their occupation, their risk-taking ability, or even the city that they live in. So join us on Mission Life, life insurance for everyone.